Hit it, Phil.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Can it be the breeze that fills the trees with rare and magic perfume? Oh, no, it isn't the breeze. It's Jackson time. La-da-da-da.
Stay tuned.
Right after this episode.
For our discussion.
Run for Your Life, usually seen at this time, will not be presented tonight, so that we may bring you the following special program.
The following program is brought to you in living color on NBC.
Tell me, how did Benny ever talk you into doing a thing like this?
Well, if I didn't do it, he threatened to foreclose the mortgage on my house. Hey, how come you're doing this, Danny?
Oh, General Sarnoff asked me to do it as a special favor.
Oh, well, don't tell me that Benny has a mortgage on Sarnoff's house.
Don't be ridiculous. He's got a mortgage on the network. I'll tell you, one word from Benny and the NBC peacock turns chicken.
Hey, he's got himself quite a cast, hasn't he?
Sure has.
Lucille Ball and Johnny Carson, Paul Revere and the Raiders, and Ben Blue. Sounds like a great show.
Yeah, well, he was determined to make this a big special by hook or crook.
Let's keep our noses out of this, huh? Well, I guess I may as well start. How do you do, ladies and gentlemen? This is Bob Burbank.
Wait. None of that, Bobby. There's no monologue here. All we're supposed to do is just put up the billboard, that's all.
That's all we're supposed to do? A couple of big stars like us?
Listen, let's not complain. I hear later on he's got Liz Taylor and Richard Burton doing the station break.
Well, he can't treat us like that. Come on, we'll fix him. Are you kidding?
You thinking what I'm thinking?
Oh, brother. Judy.
Yes, it's the Jack Benny Hour with his guest stars, Lucille Ball, Johnny Carson, Paul Revere and the Raiders featuring Mark Lindsay, and Ben Blue. Brought to you by... And here he is, the star of our show.
Everybody loves somebody sometime.
You can go now. I made it. Boy, I needed that. Thank you. And thank you, folks. Keep those cards and letters coming in, because Mary and I read every one. And I want to thank that little old lady in Buffalo, Wyoming, for sending us a buffalo. We were fresh out of them. I also would like to thank Dean Martin for allowing us to use his set. You know, I thought of this silly opening when I saw Dean at a party the other night. And I must say, of all the entertainers, that I know, Dean Martin seems to be the most relaxed, happy-go-lucky guy in the whole world. Nothing seems to bother him, you see. Now, he had just arrived at this party, and he had a big, tall glass of scotch in his hand. And I said to him, Dean, with all your success and all the money you're making, are you really happy and secure? And he said to me, Jack, I just got here, but check with me later. So in about an hour, I saw Dean again. Now, I really don't know if he was happy or not, but brother, was he secure. He just sat there looking at me with a silly smile on his face. There was a male Mona Lisa if I ever saw one. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I think we have a real good show for you tonight. One thing I do know, it's the most expensive show I have ever put on. First of all, you saw Bob Hope and Danny Thomas. That bit alone cost me $170. That's beside their wardrobe and paint. Now, one of the stars of this show is Lucille Ball. And since she made that new picture called Yours, Mine, and Ours, her salary is so enormous that I can't afford it. I can afford it, I just won't pay it. So we made a deal that she comes on my show for nothing, and I go on her show for nothing. It's called a reciprocal agreement. Reciprocal meaning that Lucy is just as cheap as I am. Now, let me tell you about Johnny Carson, who is also with us. Now, I've been on Johnny Carson's show at least a dozen times for a lousy $320. Well, when I asked Johnny to be on this special tonight, and I asked him how much money he wanted, without hesitating, he said he wanted $30,000. Anyway, after he gave me mouth-to-mouth resuscitation, which I would rather have had from Lucille Ball, I came to imagine $30,000. I wouldn't give de Gaulle $30,000, even if he can walk over here. I was gonna wait for that one. I like it. Anyway, here's the deal I made with Carson. He comes on my show for nothing. I go on his 28 times. You see, I don't need an agent. I make my own deal. Then Ben Blue, he cost me a lot of money. And another expensive act is Paul Revere and the Raiders. Now, in addition, Paul Revere and the Raiders, in addition to their salary, I had to pay their transportation out here. 2 by land and 3 by sea. But why am I aggravating myself? I'm happy I got down that pole. Well, so much for that. You know, this being a special, naturally, you have to have a theme, some idea. And since Danny Thomas has been very successful with his special on burlesque and Bob Hope on vaudeville, I figured I might as well do one on carnivals. Actually, my first choice was to do one on symphony orchestras, you see. But the musicians' union got an injunction. So we're doing carnival nights because there's really nothing quite like a carnival for gaiety, color, and excitement.
Let's catch us for the plunger's waiting for you. So much in store you won't believe your eyes. Hey, come on, you guys, and see the blaze of color. Hear the whoop and holler, paradise for a dollar bill. See the marvels of the century, exciting things to do, fantastic things to see, and don't forget it only happens once a year. So come on, come have a ball. The carnival is here. See the mighty strong man lift 100 pounds with his jaws. See the famous fire eater, he's burning for your applause. There's a man made entirely of rubber who will bounce right into your hearts.
A chap who likes to relax on a bed made of tacks. Get the point?
Oh, boy, that snorts!
There's a 12-foot giant with his head in the sky who doesn't act with a partner only 30 inches high.
That's the long and short of it.
And over here, dear ladies and lords, a man with indigestion who keeps swallowing swords.
Well, that's nice.
There's a big fat lady who will make you laugh. She tips the scales at 1.5 tons.
A bearded woman and a real live elf. A two-headed boy who sings duets with himself. And if that's not enough to fill your cup, there's a rare and racing red-headed female. A saucy, sexy, Chilean she-male. She can melt the mightiest females. She really tears it up. Bump, grind, move it to the left. Come with me and see the mystery beneath the canopy of the thrills. Hurry, hurry, see the big event, the world of wonderland inside the magic tent. Step right this way, you're just in time to see the show. Yes, come on, come have a ball. It's carnival, it's carnival. Let's go. Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
All right, here you are, men. The girly show to end all girly shows. The show was not only banned in Boston, it was barred in Tijuana. Yes, sir, man, Mother Nature has endowed our girls so beautifully, they make the pink pussycat turn green with envy. Step up closer, folks. The next big show starts in only 3 minutes. And you'll see the star of our show, Luscious Lucille, the red-headed bombshell. She shakes, she quivers. Now there's a smart man putting on his glasses to get a better look at Luscious Lucille.
Who needs glasses? I got my hearing aid in here.
Sir, you look like a real sport. I'll bet you're going to be the first customer to buy a ticket to see the greatest dancer of them all, Luscious Lucille, the girl who made Little Egypt surrender to the Israelis. And I know, my friend, that you'll want to be the first today, because to the first customer today and today only, we give a free solid gold wristwatch. Don't reach for your wallets now. Unfortunately, although this is a very high-class show, we sometimes get a low-class type of person in our audience, pickpockets. We want to warn you, gentlemen in the audience, against pickpockets, so make sure your wallet is where it's supposed to be. I want to tell you folks that Luscious Lucille is the most fantastic dancing girl in all history. When Lucille made her first guest appearance, Gypsy Rose Lee retired. Lily St. Cyr burst her bubble, and Sally Rand grabbed her fans and flew back to Capistrano. And what is the admission fee, gentlemen, to this paradise of pulchritude, this fiesta of femininity, this bonanza of beauty? A mere 50 cents, 1/2 of $1.
Oh, no. Too much for me.
Wait a moment, friends. 50 cents is the usual price. But today, and today only, the price to see all these delectable dancers is only 10 cents. Because you lucky people, today happens to be Arthur Murray's birthday. And now, what you've been waiting to see, a small sample of what's waiting on the inside in the big tent. Here she is right now, Luscious Lucille. Let's hear it for the little girl, folks. She's just raring to go, bubbling with enthusiasm. Easy, sweetheart. Don't tease them too much.
Hey, Chickadee, didn't I see your picture someplace?
No, I don't pose for the Farmer's Almanac.
Yes, folks, she'll tease you, she'll tantalize you. I tell you, this little lady has more movements than a nervous Swiss watch. Wind it up, sweetheart.
Say, honey, after the show, would you like to go out with a real live wire?
Don't get frisky just because you got a battery in your glasses.
Hey, that's good.
Look, friend, would you stop bothering Luscious Lucille?
I wasn't bothering. I just want to get a date with her. Hey, honey, have you got anything on tonight?
Yep, but I'm going to keep them on.
Would you stop monopolizing the lady's time? Now, men, before the show starts, Luscious Lucille will reveal right now the sheer, scanty, scandalous costume she wears on the inside.
That I don't understand at all.
And he's gonna be on my show 28 times? All right, hurry. See, Lucille, in her version of the most infamous women in history.
Of all the infamous females, from Eve to Delilah, Medusa to Anne Boleyn, you'll find us not so shady as this dangerous lady when you're caught in her web of sin. May we introduce the daughter of Zeus, who was loved by everyone. She made her move by attempting to prove that
blondes really have more fun.
now after her ego rampage, old Troy was never the same. She was the most immortal maiden fair with golden hair, and Helen was her name.
It's so nice to have a man around the house. Oh, so nice to have a man around the house. Someone big and bronze and brawny, sort of tall and tan and tawny. You can throw the short and scrawny ones away. Get lost, Buster. Mindy Troy would be a toy without a man. There's no joy if there's no boy on your divan. Life is cozy and much greater with a Trojan gladiator, with a wooden horse to help you crash the wall. Life is sparse without a spouse around the house. Yether, it's so nice. That's a nice.
kids climb the pyramids just to peek behind her screen. Not Sheba, not Nefertiti, Cleopatra was a king, queen.
Who showered flowers over the Nile?
Cleo.
Who gave the old Sahara some style?
Cleo.
Who had all Alexandria trembling in the power of her grasp? Who else could top Mark Antony's exit with the teensy little ass? Who had a barge all covered with gold?
Cleo.
Who brought in Caesar out of the cold?
Cleo.
Who was the dark-eyed damsel that carried each Egyptian heart away? Who ruled them loyally, then turned and crushed them royally? Cleo.
That's my bard.
Hey,
What?
Mom always liked your head best.
Folks, you've paid your 25 cents, your dime, and now I bring you the world's foremost mind reader, mentalist extraordinary. Let's welcome Shandu the magician. Here he is. Are you prepared, oh great Shandu, to read the minds of these lovely people?
No?
Concentrate.
All right.
I have a young lady.
Send her up.
Come on, be serious. I want you to identify, read her mind. What is this girl's name?
Her name is coming. Her name is Cosgrove.
No.
Joe Cosgrove.
No.
Cyril Cosgrove.
No.
Frank Cosgrove.
No.
Dexter Cosgrove.
No.
Mordecai Cosgrove.
It's not Cosgrove.
Think of that. Is that so?
Shandu, it's not a man's name. It's a simple, ordinary girl's name like Helen or Mary.
Helen?
No.
Mary?
No. Shandu, I'll give you a hint. Her name has something to do with a railroad train.
Something to do with the train. Her name is Baggage?
Baggage? She's here with her husband.
Excess baggage?
No. Not the man, the girl.
A girl's name.
A train and a girl.
A girl on a train.
Give you a hint.
All right.
Upper and lower.
Colon?
Upper burr and lower burr. Nothing that big.
Oh, semicolon?
No. Burr.
Her name's Burr.
B for boy.
What for bear? Bear
B,
bug.
burr,
B,
bait.
Her name is Bertha.
Right. Shandu, tell me, whose picture is on a $1 bill? It's a man wearing a white wig.
Santa Claus.
No. This man was born on a very famous day, on the 22nd of February, about 200 years ago.
Mickey Rooney?
No. He was called the father of his country.
Mickey Rooney?
No. Shandu, don't you remember he crossed the Delaware River in a rowboat?
George Raft.
You're half right.
George Half-Raft.
No. You're getting it.
George Half-an-hour?
Shandu.
Yes.
You've been to New York City.
Yes, I have.
Now think.
All right.
In New York City,
yes,
they named the George Washington Bridge after him.
Go ahead.
Well, who is it?
Give me a hint.
Take a peek.
George Washington.
Right way! Beautiful.
I think I'm in a hole here.
Oh, come on. Shandu, we have a lovely young couple here who just returned from Las Vegas.
Oh, is that so?
Yes, now, Shandu, when a couple go to Las Vegas.
Yes.
Now, what's the first thing they do when they get to? They go there for matrimony, right?
Matrimony, yes.
Now, do you believe in matrimony?
I believe in free love.
Free?
Sometimes I buy my hamburger, but I believe in free love.
Shandu, free love is for the hippies.
Yes, I know what a hippie is.
What?
Hippie's a guy that dresses like Tarzan, walks like Jane, and smells like Cheetah.
Shandu, tell me.
Yes.
You know about hippies?
Yes, I do.
What do you think of LSD?
One of the best presidents we ever had.
Oh, that's Let's get back to matrimony. Shandu, let's take your wife.
Please do.
I mean, how is your wife?
Well, at one time I was married to 3 women at the same time.
Simultaneously?
Yes, I was.
Shandu?
Yes.
You mean you practiced polygamy?
Practice nothing. I'm a professional.
All right. What happened to your 3 wives?
The first one died.
What from?
She ate poison mushroom.
The second?
She died.
What from?
She ate poison mushroom.
And the third?
Bashed in skull.
Why?
She wouldn't eat the poison mushroom.
Shandu, I want to talk to you.
Right, what you say?
Shandu, I want to talk. Step right up, you teenagers!
I tell you, I saw him. It was Sammy the Swindler.
Boy, if we catch that crook, he's gonna get 10 years.
Yeah, now don't forget, he's wearing a checkered suit and a derby.
Checkered suit and a derby.
Pardon me, ma'am, but you look like the kind of intelligent woman who'd be planning for your future. Now, I can offer you a gold stock.
Who needs gold stock? I've got Social Security and Medicare.
Now, how can an honest swindler compete with the government?
Get your tickets for the Teenage Jamboree. Continuous music the way you like it. It rocks. It sucks. Get your ticket, you teenagers.
Give me a ticket, quick.
Ticket? Are you a teenager?
7 times.
Step right up, folks. And here the group you've all been waiting for. Paul Revere and the Raiders featuring Mark Lindsay. Hey!
Times today, see the world is going round. I don't care what somebody says. Somebody always puts them down. Whether you black or white, are you left-handed or are you right? When you open your eyes, can you see the light? Do you wake up dreaming in the middle of the night? Too much talk and not enough action. Everybody wondering about the crowd reaction. The world gets better and the satisfaction. Turn around till you see a face, and it won't be very long. Someone soon will be in your place, and it won't be very wrong. Whether you're black or white, are you left-handed or are you right? When you open your eyes, can you see the light? Do you wake up dreaming in the middle of the night? Too much talk and not enough action. The world is not satisfaction.
Pardon me, ma'am.
That's all right. When does Lawrence Welk come on?
All the time.
Now have you got yourself a brand new baby? Don't tell me maybe, is it so? I got to know, what's it gonna be? Him on me, him on me, him on me, him on me. I can still recall when you told me I was all everything you looked for. But I know that it's not true. I've seen the way he looks at you. And I think you're gonna hand me a bug. Now have you got yourself a brand new baby? Don't tell me maybe, is it so? I got to know, what's it gonna be? Him on me, him on
Are you sure you belong with these guys?
Of course, I'm one of Paul Revere's Raiders.
We're talking about this outfit, not the original group.
You know, somehow I get the feeling you should be playing Ramona.
Are you kidding? This is my bag, man. We go with the big sound, right, fellas?
Right. Yeah, why don't you flake off and stop bugging our bass player?
Bass player? That's a violin.
It is?
Look, if you're with them, how come you look so much older?
He's probably taking a few extra trips, man. That takes a lot out of you.
You said it. That last one to Salt Lake City was murder. Now, flake off, man. Those cats out there want their money's worth. Listen, you won't be sorry, fellas. I got a little gold stock. I'll let you in, you know? Well, come on, let's go. A 1, a 2. Are you happy, lady?
Him on me, him on me, what's it gonna be?
Take it.
Him on me, him on me, what's it gonna be? Him on me, him on me, him on me, what's it gonna be?
Rip, wake up. Wake up.
Are they kidding? I don't even wake up for my own show.
Hey, Rube, you, interested in a job?
Well, I'm interested in the high pay. What kind of a job is it?
Ah, it's an easy job. All you have to do is stick your head through the hole up there, let the customers throw baseballs at you.
Forget it.
Look, mister, believe me, it's not that dangerous. Most people don't know how to throw a baseball. Well, the last target I had wasn't hit in 3 years.
Well, why did the last target quit?
She divorced me. Ran off with a half-man, half-lady. That weird triangle I never did understand. But you don't have to worry about a thing, Buster. Your head's too small to hit.
Forget it, forget it.
Look, the pay's $5 an hour.
I'll take it.
Yeah. Put your head behind the target and we'll get in business.
Okay, $5.
$5. All right. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. Step up here. Test your skill. Hit the Cupid doll. 3 balls for a dime. That's it. Show the young ladies how you are. That's it. Win a Cupid doll. Hit the man. 3 balls for a dime. Wait a minute, mister. You look familiar. What's your name?
Don Drysdale?
Well, for $5, I'll take a chance.
That's it for tonight.
Mary was supposed to do this, but what can I do? Jack is my closest friend. He was my closest friend.
Where are we? Where are we?
Hey, we're in Corn Creek.
Corn Creek.
Yeah, how do you like that? The Kabelski Carnival Company in Corn Creek, New Mexico.
Oh, New Mexico. Well, for a minute there, I thought we were going to be stuck in Corn Creek, Kansas.
All right, up, everyone. Everybody, come on. We got work to do. Everybody up. Come on. Come on, we all have work. Find the customer pays the freight. Come on, everybody. Everybody go through. Come on. Quick, get out, go to work. Come on, out, everybody. Out. Have to work.
Oh, boy, there's nothing like waking up in the middle of a stampede.
Now, Agnes, they're my employees.
Yeah, well, why do they all have to sleep with us?
Because a carnival that lives together works together. It's the Kabelski Code.
Yeah, I know. Thank goodness you sold the elephant.
It was either her or the fat lady, and the fat lady's my cousin.
I know. Oh, look, Tonto's still asleep.
Hey, Tonto. Tonto, wake up. Go to work. All right, don't rush me. I'll go to work.
Are you sure he's an Iroquois?
Who cares as long as he brings in the wampum?
Yeah, sure.
Hey, Jackie. Jackie, get up, will you? There's work to be done. I don't know what's the matter with that son of ours. He just doesn't have carnival in his blood. Lately, nothing seems to excite him.
Yeah, and how many kids get the opportunity to go to Corn Creek, New Mexico?
Hey, do you think he's got a girlfriend?
Are you kidding? Girls cost money. His idea of a good time is sitting around licking trading stamps. Boy, is he cheap.
Yeah. I can't understand who he takes after. Now, look, Agnes, as soon as you're through straightening up here, I want you to run the merry-go-round.
Okay, gotcha.
Then at noon, the high diver goes to lunch, so you'll jump into the barrel till 1.
Jump till 1.
Yeah, then you can take over while the sword swallower gets his break. And then for the rest of the afternoon, I'd like you to box with the kangaroo.
Okay. Who's gonna take the tickets?
Look, you're my wife. I don't want you killing yourself. I'll take the tickets. What's keeping that boy? Come on, Jackie. Jackie, shake a leg. Jack. Hey, you have enough food for lunch?
Yeah, we got low-cal drinks for the thin man and potatoes, high-cal for the fat man, bones for the dog-faced boy, rusty nails for the sword swallower, and alphabet soup for the tattooed man, a glass of milk with a couple of straws in it for the two-headed man, and shortening bread for the midget.
Good, I guess we have everything.
Yeah, everything except lox and bagels for that Indian.
Hey, where is that boy? Jackie!
Well, I guess I'm ready. Goodbye, Mother. Goodbye, Dad.
Goodbye?
Yeah, Jackie, what's this all about?
Well, I'll tell you what it's all about. I'm 21 and I'm leaving.
21. He's 33 if he's a day. What do you mean you're leaving?
Well, I'm sick of this carnival. You know, I don't have to do this. I'm gonna change my name and be a comedian. Tell jokes on television. That's where all the money is.
Money, money. There are more important things than money.
If you weren't my father, I'd slap your face.
Now, Jackie, don't be fresh.
Now, how can you even think of leaving the carnival? You're my son. Well, someday this will all be yours.
It's already mine. Who do you think holds the mortgage?
Yeah, he's right. You
might as well take this. I'll never be able to keep up the payments.
Now cut that out! You know you can't return merchandise after it's been used for 30 days. But this frying pan belongs to me, and I'm gonna take it. And this clock, it's mine too.
What's the matter with this?
And the can opener. And this is mine. And the glasses. Now, open your mouth.
I will not.
How do you like that? We raised a human claw machine.
You know, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. In all my life, I've never seen such an ingrate. You are, without a doubt, the stingiest, cheapest guy that has ever walked this earth.
Well!
And I'll tell you something. You're making a mistake, son, going out there. You know, to leave me at this carnival. There are millions of comedians.
But I'm not just a comedian. I can also get him with this. Get a load of this, Blue Eyes.
That's it, son. You got it. Go out there and get it. Go out there and get it, son.
Time to hit the road and pack their heavy load. The carnival is on its way. All fancy campers tents are coming down now. Another town is waiting on the line. God is very fine. Let's give a great big hand to the people here. We're spreading their particular brand of cheer. Hey, Ben Blue, this means you. And once again, that groovy groove, I'll reveal my Lindsay and the Raiders too. Now here's the guy who shows the Parkers how. Mr. Johnny Carson, won't you take a bow? Here's lovable, laughable, luscious Lucille. She really made the customers holler and squeal. Miss Lucille Ball. One more gentleman we want to bring back. Here's Mr. Benny. That's Jack. Carnival is ending, see the colors blending, curtains are descending now. All the horses on the carousel are yawning. The day is dawning, rest be on your way.
The Jack Benny Hour has been brought to you by...
Well, hello again. This is Buck Benny speaking. We are still presenting our summer specials with Jack, and what a fun summer to do this and just have all these specials every week. This is one of his own specials. We've had some that haven't been Jack Benny specials. I mean, he's been in them, but this one is one of his own specials. It's Carnival Nights, and it was from 1960. Someone help me. 68.
March 1968.
Okay, good. And I think he does 2 that year, which is strange. And then I think the year before he doesn't do any or something. So I don't know how that all came to pass, but whatever. We'll figure this out. Anyway, we'll go around and talk about this special, but let's first introduce our folks. We've got Hope Sears here again. Hey, Hope.
Hello.
And we have Zach Eastman. Hey, Zach.
Hello.
And we have John Henderson.
Hey, I should apologize for my arm being in a sling. My groovy pad has a fireman pole, and I just fell right down.
Taking the Dean Martin route, I see.
Yes, yes.
I can see how that would happen. Yes. And speaking of that, that was one of my favorite bits on this whole thing. And the fact that he had all the doctors and stretcher and everything down there just in case, that was brilliant. And we have Kathy Fuller-Seeley here too. Hey, Kathy. So let's start going around and chatting about this special. There's a lot of fun pieces to it, and there's some pieces that for me didn't work as well as some of his other specials. It just, he definitely had. This was some of the biggest names in his specials, I would think, and some people just for little bits because George Burns was in here in one part, right? But it was just like for this little tiny bit, right? And hard to recognize. I mean, I would not have thought it was if he would have changed his voice at all. I wouldn't have caught on that it was even George Burns because the makeup was so good that was on him and everything and everything. It was dressed up. Anyway, let's go. Let's go to Hope. Hope, what did you think of this special and what stood out to you? Yeah,
I loved it. I don't necessarily, and I love George Burns, but I don't necessarily think that bit worked very well. But I loved like Dean Martin bits, and I also loved, of course, I'm a big Johnny Carson fan, so that whole bit where Johnny Carson is playing like a little, basically Jack Benny, and it's fantastic. It's exactly what I'd expect to see from Johnny, and I think it works really well. Johnny does a good Jack, so
yes,
at least
does.
Especially with the mannerisms, he's got Jack down. So that was probably my favorite bit, but I do enjoy the Dean Martin-esque a bit of it. I'm not sure that the carnival was a good theme. I think you could do more of a variety and less carnivals putting it together. It feels a little forced.
Now, of course, if you're Jack and you're putting these specials on year after year, I think you start going, well, maybe we need something different or something. We're just doing variety over and over again. And so I can see how they might go, oh, here's a theme you can use. And they're like, oh, yeah, let's go with that. And then on paper, it probably sounds better than it actually comes out. So,
and I get it though, because I feel like Jack probably identified with a carnival-esque feel because he's been in vaudeville. Carnivals are very vaudeville. They're very and but it also kind of reminds me of a early Jack film of Medicine Man. That's the kind of thing I think of when I think of carnivals, is just these these types of entertainers and just kind of just a medicine man swindler type.
He explains at the beginning how these other people like who was it, Danny Thomas had one about burlesque, they had themes, and so he decided to shoehorn a theme into his. So yeah, but I agree, it's it was not necessary. You could have done it without it. They probably just thought oh, there's a lot of great gags you could do, let's have the Smothers Brothers be a two-headed man, but then it would have been just as well without it, or better.
There's something tawdry about a carnival, especially if you've seen the HBO series Carnival, and what? It would have been a little less I don't know. So it was a tiny little bit tacky there. But I wish he had done a vaudeville one instead of Carnival. But that
would have been good.
Well, and I was just going to mention about the bit that didn't work for Hope, worked for me with George Burns for only one reason, really. And I think you guys could probably guess the reason, because I'm always a big Mary fan, and whenever Mary gets a mention or anything, I love when somehow they sort of indicate or hint at the fact that Mary often wouldn't follow through with things and wouldn't show up when she was supposed to show up and things. So it's like, oh, she was going to be the bearded man, but Mary didn't show up, so they gave it to me, you know, sort of thing. And I like that piece. But anyway, let's go over to.
What would have been funny to put in that bit was going back to our previous episode, Milton Berle, the bearded lady, like.
Oh yeah, that would have worked really well. Better than George. It would be interesting to see if they approach Milton Berle on that, because I would think you would, if you're going, who could be a bearded lady? You go, oh, Milton Berle would be perfect, you know, but of a dude that you could do that with. But I guess the other thing is you completely don't expect it to be George Burns. I've never seen George Burns do. He's not known for dressing up as a female, whereas Jack is, and so is Milton Berle, and so are a lot of people. But yeah,
my guess is they didn't say who can be the bearded lady. They said, what can we get George Burns to do?
Yes, that's probably true. Look at that. That's brilliant. As usual, John's right on top of it. So, John, what were your thoughts on this one?
Oh, I thought it was fun. Yeah, it's not maybe my favorite of all the Jack Benny specials, but I mean, any Jack Benny special is fun. It's very much a variety show.
Yes.
And so you kind of have to change the way that you watch it and, you know, just enjoy it for what it is. And so, you know, I liked a lot of particular parts. I loved all the Johnny Carson parts. I thought those were great. I thought he was very, you know, charming, and he was obviously having fun. And like you say, Hope, his impression of Jack Benny was great, very delightful. I do think that being such a Jack Benny fan, you know, the times that he would have said, like, you know, particular things maybe is not exactly right, but you got to throw those in there because you expect that with an impression. And yeah, he did an incredible impression of Jack Benny.
Yeah.
And I thought even the Lucy part with the dancing is like, there's a variety show thing where it's just like, why is this here? What is this all about?
And why is this Lucy doing this? It's like, okay, that seems way, you could use Lucy in different ways. But.
I did think her Nickelodeon bit was fun and, you know, really more her style and talents. And
yes.
Yeah, so all in all, I would say it was a fine show. Fun to see some of the surprises, like I mentioned, the Smothers Brothers.
Right.
I love Paul Revere and the Radios. You know, Kicks.
Raiders, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, did I say something? Paul
you
Revere.
said radios.
You said radios, but that works too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
No, I like them too, and I like how Jack interacted with them and things. That was cute. So
jumps up and down. That was really
It's funny. I was watching the Dean Martin variety show yesterday, and it was an episode with Orson Welles and Jimmy Stewart, and they're doing a bit where they're like getting their hair done kind of thing, and they mention Phil Harris and talk for like a minute about Phil Harris. So I thought that was interesting, and I would not have understood the fireman pole bit if I hadn't just watched it. So yeah,
exactly, because it was his standard. It was his set. So yeah. And I like how tentative Jack was on getting on the fire pole. I think that was real. I better me hold on. Everybody's telling me hold on tight and everything. That was great. Zach, what were your thoughts on this one?
I think it's fine, but it's not prime Jack for me. I will be honest, like the one thing that I'll always remember for it and why it would be in my top lists is because of that final sketch where Johnny is playing Jack.
Yeah.
Sometimes there's specials that are just so like overwhelmingly meh. I think the Carnival aesthetic is just kind of whatever. It's there. It doesn't add anything to the proceedings. The whole Lucille Ball playing a dancer in the Peep Show kind of thing was an interesting bit, I guess.
Yeah.
But it was more interesting just to watch kind of like Jack react, but it's also kind of just like, it's, you know, whatever. Like this is Carnival movies do this better. But that Johnny as Jack bit is so funny. I get a big giggle just when he goes, "Goodbye, mother. Goodbye, dad." Like,
yeah.
I don't know. It's just the way he is like overemphasizing the Jack imitation is so funny. And I love where it's like, it's almost like a precursor to the the Naven Johnson bit about That's All I Need, where he starts grabbing all the things that are suddenly like, he's like, this belongs to me, and this one right here. Like,
Yes.
but I love the line about like, money needs nothing. What do you need money for? And he goes, if you were my father, I'd slap your face.
Yeah.
It's just, I just think it's a very like, I think it's such a solid bit that it makes up for everything else I endured. I know that sounds like very like overblown, but like genuinely, like I would sit down to watch this special again in its entirety just to get to that
Just
bit.
to that bit.
Yeah, it's because like I like watching them in their entirety. I'm not like, I don't particularly love watching clips on their own. I like to watch these as they existed and go with the flow. Like there's specials later on afterwards that I'm not a huge fan of some sketches in it, but I love the whole thing just for the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just kind of wish that there was like more to this somehow. I was thinking about this. Maybe it's not nostalgic enough, but because Bob Hope had done vaudeville, it would have been fun to watch Jack lampoon radio as a theme. I thought that would have been fun. But I don't know if that's just still too recent for him to really grasp onto. He gets to do it later on with Flip Wilson,
Right.
but
The Flip Wilson thing, that's a good point. Yeah.
yeah, but it's almost just like, well, I feel at this point, since television basically shoved radio into the corner and set it on fire, why not use that as a theme?
Right.
But I get it. Carnival is like an extension of the American theatrical experience of what vaudeville or Broadway would have been. Like the Carnival's the low ebb of the tiers, but it still carries a lot of cachet within an art sense. You know, like if
And-
anybody's never watched Freaks, watch Freaks. It's
Yeah.
interesting.
Well, I'm
you
putting
know?
everybody into situations where you go, oh, and this act could be so and so, and this act could be, we could do
Mhm.
that with this feel, and like the Smothers Brothers, what we could. I can see how you would get excited and be like, oh, we can plug all these people in. And honestly, this special, I think more than any other special I can think of, features more big name people throughout it, sometimes with very small bits. But I mean, if you just listed all the people that are in here, it would seem like, oh my gosh, that's got to be the best Jack Benny special ever. And yeah,
It's
at the beginning, isn't it? Who does the
both Bob
Danny
Hope.
Thomas and
yeah,
Bob
Danny
Hope.
Thomas and Bob Hope, right? And then yeah, so to have those guys in it, and the Smothers Brothers, and Lucille Ball, and Johnny Carson, I mean, it goes on, and George Burns, and I mean, that's a lot of big names. So
And it goes across networks because some are CBS people and some are NBC people. What glues them together is that they all owe each other money. I think this is a time, this is one of these things of, instead of me paying you to be on my show, we're going to do the reciprocal business to avoid the taxes, to avoid the high income taxes on this kind of thing. So I see this in these specials, and it goes into a couple of others we've seen. Jack is really pulling in the, I appeared on your show, so you're obligated, you know, I mean, so come and do mine. Big things as well as the little blackout skits. So it's all the web of who owes who something.
Which is another one of those great jokes of, you know, Johnny Carson does mine once and I do his 32 times or whatever.
yeah, exactly. Yes, that's great. And then Johnny does a great callback to it when he goes, oh, now we're gonna have my show for 30 times.
That was great. I was really impressed by the sort of sexualization of Lucille Ball's performance. You know, that's I'm mostly, you know, that's she's right on that edge, and she's 60 herself. So go girl, you know, that's she had fabulous legs and a great performer. But so I said, I thought I was just struck that this sold that a little bit more. And I also wanted to say that I believe Laugh-In would debut within a month of this. And so I saw some aspects with those quick blackouts that, you know, that was a little bit like Laugh-In on the corny old jokes, if not the sexual new jokes that Laugh-In would, sexuality and politics that Laugh-In would bring to.
Yeah, it makes you wonder if maybe the thing was Lucy's idea to prove that she still got it or desirable or whatever.
Right. And it could well have been. I mean, I think he gives a lot of latitude that way, especially for someone. She was a big part of this special, probably the biggest part of it overall with the areas that she's in. Yeah.
So, if y'all don't mind, I'd love to tell you what Variety thought of it.
No, we don't want to know that.
I know. Oh, too bad. Gonna tell you anyway. It starts out with the thing we were just talking about. It was Video's quid pro quo night of specials on Wednesday when Jack Benny did a walk-on following a sketch on Bob Hope's show, and the latter, through the wonderful ubiquitousness of electronic tape, moved right over to Benny's set to open the violinist's annual frolic. As if it were needed in these overdone cameo appearances, Danny Thomas joined Hope in one to billboard the Benny special, and each managed to prove that it is sometimes a lot easier to be funnier for himself than for someone else's program.
Oh.
Maybe it was a combination of Jack Benny's lack of regular exercise on the medium these days and a failure, probably inherent in the script, to find the basically comedic elements in a carnival night theme. Ouch! The regular guesters did their best, and probably that old and reliable pro, Lucille Ball, came off with the honors, bringing both a physical attractiveness and a savvy sense of the ridiculousness to her various sexified and harem-esque song and dance roles, such as Cleopatra and Helen of Troy. Ben Blue was okay in a couple of capers, including a stumblebum version of Shandu the Magician. Johnny Carson's Barker, etc., was about what would be expected from one not bothering to get hip to the carny stuff, and not helped. Oh, so they're going to criticize him for not knowing how carnival stuff worked? That's very funny. And was about hip to the carny stuff, and not helped by cliched writing. Paul Revere and the Raiders did well in a brace of tunes, Him or Me, and Too Much Talk. As befits the star, Benny was all over the place as Count Rube, con man, and carnival proprietor, and while he didn't do anything to shake the rafters, any crumbs from the master will suffice. Among the other cameo appearances were those by Dean Martin, the Smothers Brothers, George Burns, and Don Drysdale. Fire eaters, sword swallowers, and strongmen at all do not a special make, neither do walk-ons.
Oh.
Okay. I want to reappraise my statement because that's just mean. I
Yeah.
think this is just fine.
Yeah.
And actually, I do like the bit with Paul Revere and the Raiders because they allude to Jack being high, and I think that's cute. But yeah, no, that just seems harsh.
Yeah,
Like,
that's a little harsh.
somebody had a bad day at his home and took it out on Jack Benny, and I don't appreciate that.
So and I'm trying to gauge, like, is the reviewer saying that they liked Lucille Ball though?
Yes.
And yes.
And they like Jack, is what they kind of said.
For me, that doesn't necessarily work. I do like that Lucy still like got it, but also it is like, okay, like she's not as young anymore, so it also doesn't work on some level. Like, good for her, but also I don't know, I was kind of thrown off by that because I was like, is this really what we're going with? She's in a lot of sketches, and I feel like maybe that one, like with the dance number, could have been replaced.
I think for me, it's not so much what she's doing, because like, yeah, again, more props to her for doing that. I just think that for me, like, Lucy in these later days don't always hold up for me because it's mostly due to her shows. But I think like the Lucy show and Here's Lucy suffer from the fact that the over the topness that Lucy had on I Love Lucy doesn't work when she's that old. It feels forced. Here though, in like the harem dance one, I actually thought it was kind of cool. Like, I mean, I could imagine somebody of her age being in an actual carnival doing that routine. Like, you can look through, flip through a book of carnival photos, you might find somebody of that ilk doing that.
But Donna is the same age. So
yeah.
and doing it. So indeed, we judge women a little differently from men, but
it's and I don't like, and that's why I don't think I have any issue with it, because I'm just like, well, this is also a cool chance for her to show off her RKO skills because she learned from Ginger Rogers' mom. So I mean, props to her for showing that off.
It is interesting. Oh, go ahead, Hope.
No, I just find it interesting though that like the reviewer was so negative, but didn't have any issue with that. I would have thought that would have been an issue in the portrayal or something. Like, I'm glad that she's able to do that, but I'm just that's just interesting. Sorry,
Well,
Ron.
hearing that review does sort of give you an insight into what they were thinking, like what the bit is supposed to be, you know, because you watch it and it's like, well, are they being serious? Is this supposed to be a spoof? And so that sort of explains where they're coming from and what they're going for. And, you know, Kathy, like you say, it's interesting to see the historical context where they're trying to be a bit more edgy. And you've got Johnny Carson, who's on late at night. And so Jack Benny, who's coming from a totally different style, like when he does the joke where his leg goes up, he's like, I don't get this at all.
Yeah.
And then Johnny says, well, that's why, you know, you're not making it on my show or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. That's great. As a whole, I think this is an enjoyable special to watch, especially like Zach says, to get to the end where they have that the bit with Carson. I mean, that's the best bit of the show, where he's playing the Jack's character and does a delightful job of it. So anyway, anybody have anything else, or are we good?
I think we're good.
I think we're good there. All right. So enjoy, and then we'll see you guys next time for more of our Jack Benny special summer. I hope you've been enjoying it. See you next time.
Bye.